Bukidnon is a landlocked province in the Philippines located in the Northern Mindanao region. Its capital is the city of Malaybalay. The province borders, clockwise starting from the north, Misamis Oriental, Agusan del Sur, Davao del Norte, Cotabato, Lanao del Sur, and Lanao del Norte. According to the 2015 census, the province is inhabited by 1,415,226 residents. The name Bukidnon means Highlander or mountain dweller. The province is considered to be the food basket of Mindanao, being the major producer of rice and corn in the region. Products from plantations in the province also include pineapples, bananas and sugarcane. Situated within Bukidnon is Mount Dulang, the second highest mountain in the country, with an elevation of 2,938 meters, located in Kitanglad mountain range. Mount Kitanglad, Mount Kalatungan, Mount Manor, Mount Lumuluyor and Mount Tumanungan, the 4th, 5th, 8th, 17th and 30th highest mountains in the country respectively, are also found in the province. There are no seaports in the province because the place is landlocked. On the other hand, the former Malaybalay airstrip, which used to serve the general area of the province, was closed down during the late 1990s, and the area where the airport used to be located was converted into a low-cost housing project. To get to Bukidnon, one must travel by land from Cagayan City or from Davao City. A proposed domestic airport site in the municipality of Don Carlos has already been on the talks since 2008, and in 2013, the proposal was finalized. Construction date is yet to be determined. History. Political history. Bukidnon became a part of Misamis in the latter part of 1850. The whole area was then called Malaybalay and the people were known as Bukidnons. The Philippine Commission, then headed by Commissioner Dean C. Worcester, Secretary of Interior, proposed the separation of Bukidnon from Misamis Province. On August 20, 1907, the Philippine Commission Act No. 1693 was enacted. The province of Agusan and sub-province of Bukidnon. Bukidnon became a regular province on March 10, 1917 by virtue of the creation of the Department of Mindanao and Sulu under Act 2711. In 1942, invading Japanese troops entered Bukidnon. Mount Capistrano was a civilian evacuation area in the World War II. In 1945, the province was liberated from Japanese occupation by Filipino and American troops with the aid of Bukidnon-based Filipino guerrillas during the Second World War. Cultural history. According to oral history of the indigenous people of Bukidnon, there were four main tribes in central Mindanao: the Maranayos, who dwell in Lanao del Sur, and the Maguindanao, Manobo and Talaundig tribes, who respectively inhabit the eastern, southern, and north-central portions of the original province of Cotabato. When the civil government divided central Mindanao into provinces at the turn of the 20th century, the groups included in the province of Bukidnon of the Talaundig and the Manobo, the Visayans, particularly the Cebuanos and the Hiligaynon, migrated into the province, followed by various groups from Luzon, namely the Ilocanos, Tagalogs, and merchants and wealthy businessmen from northern Luzon like the Igorots and the Avatins. All contributed massive acculturation among the indigenous tribes. Most of those who moved to the mountains and forest continued to hold on their ancestors' cultural heritage. The wide variety of Filipino groups now thrives in the province and contributed immensely in the socio-economic development. Geography. Bukidnon is a landlocked plateau in north-central Mindanao. It is bounded on the north by Misamis Oriental and Cagayan City, on the south by North Cotabato and Davao City, on the east by Agusan del Sur and Davao del Norte, and west by Lanao del Sur. It lies between parallels 7 degrees 25 and 8 degrees 38 north latitude and meridians 124 degrees 03 and 125 degrees 16 east longitude. Malaybalay City, the capital town, is about 850 kilometers by air from Manila and 91 kilometers by road from Cagayan del City. It has two important landmarks, Mount Kitanglad and Pulingi River. Mount Kitanglad has a peak of 2,899 meters above sea level. Pulingi River, on the other hand, traverses through the northeastern and southern part of the province towards the Rio Grande of Mindanao land area. The province's total land area is 10,498.59 square kilometers, 10,498.59, making it the largest in Mindanao in terms of land area. It accounts for 59% of Northern Mindanao. 38% is alienable and disposable. The rest is classified timberland. It also accounts for 80% of 34 million metric tons of the region's non-metallic mineral deposits, which include high-grade white and red clay, gold, chromite, copper, serpentine, manganese, quartz and limestone deposits can also be found in the province. Topography: Bukidnon is generally characterized as an extensive plateau, but the southern and eastern boundaries are mountainous area. The province's average elevation is 915 meters above sea level. The slope gradient peaks at 2,899 meters of Mount Kitanglad, an extinct volcano occupying the central portion. Two other mountain bodies are found in its southern portion, Mount Calatungan and Mount Tangkulan, which rise to 2,287 meters and 1,678 meters, respectively. Gently rolling grassland plateau cut deep and wide canyons of the Cagayan, Pulingi, and Tagloan rivers and the tributaries which cover a greater part of the province. The whole eastern and southern border adjoining the provinces of Agusan, Davao del Norte, and Cotabato are covered by lofty and densely forested mountains of the Pantaran mountain range. The Bukidnon Plateau is mainly a volcanic zone consisting of pyroclastic basaltic and andesitic cones. The Central Cordillera is a mountain range of sedimentary, metamorphic and igneous rocks. About 49% of the land resource of the province is of rugged hills and mountains and 33% of undulating to rolling terrain. The rest of the province is composed of nearly level terraces, alluvial lowland, canyons and gorges. The volcanic terraces and volcanic foot slopes that are 500 meters above sea level are estimated to be about 221,600 hectares. At Malaybalay, 23 kilometers south of Malaybalay City, the plateau begins to descend and gradually merges into the lowlands of Cotabato province. Climate. Two types of climate prevail between the northern and southern sections of Bukidnon. The northern part is classified as belonging to Type 3. That is, there is no pronounced rain period but relatively dry during the months of November to May. In the southern portion of the province, the climate is classified as Type 4 with no dry season. The driest area is Baumgan, while the wettest is the Calabugao Plain. The climate is relatively cool and humid throughout the year. The average annual rainfall is 2,800 millimeters. Just like in other parts of the country, rainfall is more pronounced from June to October compared to other months of the year. February to April are the drier months. Temperature ranges vary with elevation. In areas lower than 500 meters above sea level, the recorded temperature range is between 20 to 34 degrees Celsius. Areas with elevations greater than 500 meters above sea level would have temperatures ranging from 18 to 28 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity also varies with elevation, with those above 500 meters having relative humidity of about 80%, while areas lying below 500 meters, 65 to 7%. Thus, the Malaybalay-M'According area and those around the volcanic cones approximate semi-temperate conditions and can support the cultivation of highland tropical crops, based on the records of climatological stations within and near the province. Lithology and landform. 3 agroecological zones are identified. 1 covers the mountainous eastern side, which is generally wet, with rainfall of about 2,340 to 4,000 mm per annum. Another covers the high-altitude volcanic plains, the Malaybalay-M'According area and the foot slopes of Mount Kitanglad and Mount Calatungan. These areas have an annual rainfall in the range of 2,490 to 3,680 mm. The third zone covers the south-central and the northwestern parts of the province with elevations of less than 500 meters, relatively dry with mean annual rainfall in the range of 1,700 to 2,600 mm. Bodies of water. Bukidnon is known as the watershed of Mindanao. It is endowed with 6 major river systems, namely Pulingi, Tagaloan, Cagayan, Manupari, Maleta, and Barbonawan rivers. These rivers carved the landscape of the province, creating numerous canyons. The Pulingi River, considered the longest river in the province, is a tributary of the Rio Grande of Mindanao. Its headwaters are found in the mountains of Calabugao and M'According. It is the largest as well as the longest river found in the province. It covers the following cities and municipalities of the province: M'According, Malaybalay City, Cabanglasan, San Fernando, Valencia City, Maramag, Quezon, Don Carlos, Kaitao-Tao, Dancagan, Quibor and Damulog. The Tagloan River has its headwaters in the mountains of Canayan, Malaybalay City. It traverses the province northwestward, passing through Malaybalay City, M'According, Summerao, Manolo Fortish, Malitbog, and finally empties into the sea at Tagloan. Misamis Oriental. The Cagayan River watershed is found mostly in the municipality of Talakik. Its headwaters are found in the Kitanglad mountain range in central Bukidnon. The river flows northward through the municipalities of Talakik and Baumgan. Its mouth lies at Cagayan de Oro City in Misamis Oriental, where it is the main source of potable water. The Manupari River, a major tributary of the Pulingi River, starts in the mountains of Lantapan, Bukidnon, picking up tributaries along the way from the Calatungan and Kitanglad mountain ranges. It forms part of the natural boundary of the Valencia City and Lantapan. It flows eastward towards Malaybalay City, eventually joining the Pulingi River in Valencia City. The Maleta River is found in the southern portion of the province, covering the municipalities of Pangantucan, Don Carlos, Kaitao-Tao, Dancagan, Quibor, Cardingilan and Damulog. It is another important tributary of the Pulingi River and flows southward. It will join the Pulingi River in the boundary of Bukidnon and Cotabato province. The Barbonawan River, found in the municipality of Cabanglasan, is another tributary of the Pulingi River. It covers most of the parts of the municipality, flowing southward towards Pulingi River. Aside from the relatively important river systems, various lakes also dot the landscape of the province. Pinamaloy Lake, in Don Carlos, Bukidnon, is the biggest in the province, covering about 50 hectares. It was named after Barangay Pinamaloy, the place where the lake is located. Another lake is found in Pigtaranan, Pangantucan, called the Napalat Lake. The lake covers an area of 36 hectares and is one of the tourist spots in Pangantucan, Bukidnon. There are 24 floating islets in the lake. The third significant inland body of water in the province is Apo Lake at Ginoy in Valencia City. It occupies an approximate area of 25 hectares. A man-made lake called Maramag Basin is found in Maramag, Bukidnon, which was the result of the construction of the Pulingi IV hydroelectric dam of the National Power Corporation in the course of the Pulingi River. Politics and administration. Administrative divisions. Bukidnon is subdivided into 20 municipalities and 2 cities. Barangays. The province has 464 barangays under its jurisdiction. The table below shows the top 15 largest barangays according to population. Legislative districts. Bukidnon has 4 legislative districts, namely the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th districts. Demographics. Based on the 2015 census, Bukidnon has a total population of 1,415,226 residents. In the 2000 census, males slightly edged the females with 546,234, accounting for about 52% of the province's total population, while females, with 514,181, account about 48%. Based on age distribution, Bukidnon has a fairly young population, with ages 14 and below accounting 42.15% of 446,952. The 15 to 34 age bracket account for 33.68% of the province's population of 357,112. Ages 55 and above barely accounts 6.5% of the total. The average population growth rate of the province is 2.05% from 2000 to 2010. Male-to-female ratio in the province stood at 1.06. Population density. The average population density for the province is 128 persons per square km. The cities, municipalities with the highest population densities are the following: Don Carlos, Teoteo, Valencia City, Maramag and Quezon. The cities, municipalities with the lowest densities, on the other hand, are Empasiagong, Talakig, San Fernando, Malitbog and Damulog. Population by congressional districts. District 3 has the highest population among the 4, capturing 31.93% of the total population of the province. It is followed by District 2 with 25.80% of the total population. Third is District I has a population percentage of 21.47%. The least populated district is District IV with population percentage of 20.80%. Valencia City has the highest population among the cities, municipalities of the province with 181,556 inhabitants, accounting 13.97% of the province's total. It is closely followed by Malaybalay City with 153,085 inhabitants, or 11.78% of the total. Quezon is its third with 94,584 inhabitants, or 7.28% of the total. Manolo Fortition Maramaga 4th and 5th with 91,026 and 90,901 inhabitants respectively. Ethnicity. According to ethnicity, majority of the people in Bukidnon are Cebuano, accounting approximately 41% of the total population. The Bukidnon Lumads account about 24% of the total population of the province. The Mariñayos are about 8% of the total population. The Hiligaynon, Ilonggo and Boholano groups follow with 12.7% and 7.37% respectively of the province's total population. Indigenous inhabitants of Bukidnon of the Lumad peoples, including the Bukidnon, Hiligaynon, Manobo, Landlocked, and the cultures and traditions are embodied in oral folk literature of the province, which are classified into Antoka, Basahan, Kaliga, Limbay, Sala, Idang-dang, Ulijing and Naningon. Religion is monotheistic. They believe in one God. Magbaba has minor gods and goddesses under his command. Many of the population, however, are recent Christian immigrants from Cebu or elsewhere in the Philippine archipelago. Religion. Majority are Christians. Languages. The lingua franca of the region is Cebuano. Also spoken, although at low percentage, are Binukid, Hiligaynon, Ilonggo, Tagalog, Maranao, Ilocano, and Wari-Wari. English is generally understood and is widely used in schools, business and government offices. Economy. Bukidnon is an agricultural economy. It is a major producer of rice, maize, sugar, coffee, rubber, pineapple, banana, tomato, flowers, cassava, and other fruits and vegetables. It is also a major producer of chickens, hogs and cattle. Almost all large firms operating in the province are into production or processing of these agricultural products. Del Monte Philippines, Inc., Lapande Diversified Products Corp., and Mount Kitanglad Agri Development Corporation are engaged in pineapple production. Del Philippines and Mount Kitanglad Agri Ventures, Inc. are into banana production. DMPI is also engaged in cattle fattening. Bukidnon Sugar Milling Corporation and Crystal Sugar Milling are into sugar milling and refining. Phil Agro-Industrial Corporation is in starch production. Menzi Agricultural Development is in cacao production. Agropite Phils, Inc., Bukidnon Greens Inc., Obrero Farms and ARDEM Inc. are in cut flour production. Food manufacturing giants San Miguel Foods Corp., Monterey Farms Corp., Swift Foods, Inc. have intensified the contract breeding and growing operations in the province. Valencia Rubbertex Inc., an 80-20 Japanese-Filipino joint venture, produces rubber boots and rubber shoes for Japan. As one of the major anchors in crop production, Bukidnon is moving forward towards establishing its position as a principal trader of rice, corn, sugar, potato, tomato and many other commercial and industrial crops. As the second largest producer of corn in the country, it reached a total production of 481,370 mt. In year 2000, vast tracts of cornfields, rice paddles and sugar plantations are distributed all over the province. Bukidnon has already assumed its role as producer and supplier of fresh fruits and vegetables. These produce are either sold in domestic markets or exported to Japan and other neighboring countries. Fresh pineapples, banana, sugarcane and cut flour grown over the years are among its exports. New agribusiness industries are still growing. Even export of rubber boots and shoes, an infant industry in the province, is increasing tremendously. A wide variety of resource-based handicrafts is extensively produced from rattan, bamboo and wood. San Fernando is known for its rattan furniture, bamboo baskets, woodwares and carvings. Mats and other handmade products are ideal souvenir items. Bukidnon investment grid. During the mid-90s, the provincial government of Bukidnon, after careful studies and consultation, has adopted a strategic program called the Bukidnon Investment Grid (BIG). This program is aimed to confine all its investment promotion activities and projects to the strip of land 3 kilometers from both sides of the Sayre Highway from Damulog to Manolo-Fortish, and along the national, provincial road from Kibor-According, Don Carlos-According, Maramag to Quezon, Maramag-According, to Panganchilcan, Valencia City to San Fernando, Malaybalay City to Cabanglasan, Malaybalay to Lantapan, Manolo-Fortish to Libanar, Libanar to Cagenda, Oro, Talakag to Panganchilcan, and Malitbog to Tagloan in Misamis Oriental. Education. Universities and colleges. The following universities and colleges of Bukidnon of the tertiary schools. Festivals. The province celebrates the Kamulan Festival, an ethnic cultural festival held annually in Malaybalay City, Bukidnon from the mid-February up to March 10. The founding date of the Bukidnon as a province in 1917. It is held to celebrate the culture and tradition of the 7 ethnic tribal groups: Bukidnon, Higanon, Tala-Undig, Manobo, Matagzalik, Tigwihanon and Umaamnon, that originally inhabit the province. Kamulan comes from the indigenous Binukid word amul, meaning to gather. Kamulan is gathering for a purpose, a daturship ritual, a wedding ceremony, a Thanksgiving festival during harvest time, a peace pact, or all of these together. The festival started in 1974 and is celebrated until now. Bukidnon Hymn. Bukidnon My Home. The provincial hymn was composed by Filomeno Batista between 1925 and 1932. Nimicio Beltran authored a provincial resolution requiring the singing of the provincial hymn in all and every events in the province of Bukidnon where the Philippine national anthem is also sung. Notable people.